All right, so intro. It's going to be more musically driven than count driven, but I want to give you solid counts so you could really practice this and break it down. Even still, when you put the song on and we're saying and 8 and 1, I really want you hearing in your head da 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 da, and I want that to be the drive. But okay, so from here, you guys are both you're in your right leg, she's in her left leg. You're tapping the free leg. You're going to shift. And with this song, you're going to need to put a beep, and usually we do beep and then 2 seconds of silence. So you have the DJ, you tell him to hit play, the song comes on with a doot, 1, 2, and you go. And you go knowing that the music's going to be right there. This hits and 8 and 1. You grapevine, starting with the foot going behind first. This hits 1. You hit 2 and 3. All right? Now you take this hand over her head for and 4 and 5. She gathers, brings both feet together. You're going to go over her head once, and 6 and 7. This arm keeps the whole time. And I want you to notice that because right here it comes up and loops your head. Okay? So from this being on 1, you turn her on 2 and 3, 4 and 5, and 6. And look, I've got the hand the whole time so I can flip my hand and slide right up. This is and 8 and 1.
Get on your left foot on by this point so that we can sway to our right. Go on.
Okay? You talking about the follower?
Yes.
Okay? Now as I creep in here, I want her hidden behind me just until the last count. And 8 and I want you bringing this hand up so you can catch back here. Notice that I'm catching this. So I get to hear we shift to the right first. And 8 and 1. This is and 2 and 3. Okay? Now,
I go right left.
okay, we both go right
No.
left. Okay? Now, what do you mean right here? Okay, now her arm slides down, and as this arm comes up, just watch what you're doing, James. You shift to your right leg, you bring this up and over, and with 2 hands, you lunge away from her on an angle. Okay? Now touch on how I can break down her
Okay,
part.
so 2 and 3, right? And 2. Okay, this is a 2 and 3. I had to get there by 5 to the audience right at the step. And 4. I'm going to come in, work to my left for and, pop my right shoulder back for 5. So I tap my right foot for and, sink on my right foot for 5. And look at the audience and tease them. Hi, sweet.
All right, so when you do this, it won't have the feeling of rock in, rock out. That's what Tatiana's going to do on her own. So this goes into 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. All right, so it's a little wind up on her own, and you give compression to pop her out 5. Now you're going to give her inside turns all the way up to 1.
Both hands.
And 6 and 7 and 8, 1. And I traveled a little there, so when I hit this pose, I'm going to travel a little bit in her direction. So I crossed once, we come together on boom, and that's the 1. We look at each other.
I'm turning, by the way, just like this, with this left hand over the top, over my own hand.
Okay, we put it up there. And that's because the whole time we're doing this, we want this to have the look that from this point on, you've got her 2 hands. So slide down. You've got her 2 hands. Sorry.
2 and 3.
You have her 2 hands from this point on. Will you slide down my arm better there? Just so it doesn't let go. Cross and cross. Hit, go, slide down. You want it from 2 hands here, 2 hands all the way to here. 1, and you're looking at each other, and you look out. 1, 2, 3. We're going to crawl on and 4 and 5. Drag 6. You start this on 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Watch that this is double resistance, so when you leave this, let's go from 7. You're going to have 2 hands. You're going to spring her in, shoot her back. So look at how you're body rolling, James, but the body roll's more about her. You pull away, so there's resistance here.
I'm sinking, sitting into my right.
You roll into her, and then this has a pop to it. Okay, so with the count, starting on 7, this goes 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, pop 5. Okay? Would you sing that part?
Yeah.
So let's sing this from here. Dun 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 dun.
I don't want you.
Dun 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 dun.
Work all day.
Dun 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 dun.
I don't want you.
Dun 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 dun. So it's going to hit that on 5. You're going to hear that 5. You're going to bring her in. and 6, 7. Turn her, double turn with the left hand. She's going to fold this behind and then she's going to leave it there. So we're going to give her a double turn. I'm going to catch and we're going to lean back for 1, 2.
I straighten my right leg.
We do this without stopping. 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Pop 5 and 6, 7, 8 and a 1. Okay, now I come at her and we lean back for 1, 2. All right, I have to travel back with her for 3 and 4 and 5.
Tap and 5.
All right, we point that left foot, both of us. We're going to tandem this. So I take the left hand up for and look at how my hand rotates. My palm goes towards the ceiling to flip inside her hand. For 6, for 7, you give her a second turn by herself. Toss the hand behind your back and grab under her armpit. Notice she's catching me on the waist. That's what sets up for this break on 1. And this is what sets you up to go under the leg, turn, scoop this hand, come up and over and back down the arm. Okay? So, one more time, I'm going to do this with a straighter count just because it's a little choppy.
Dun, 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 dun.
1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and a 8 and a 1, 2, 3 and a 4, 5, 6, 7 and a 8 and a 1.